Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a The Council. Hoy tenemos el decimoctavo episodio de esta serie y después del último capítulo donde tuvimos noticias bastante fuertes, prepárense porque aún quedan más sorpresas y además empezamos a descubrir nuevas habilidades como demonios. Les recuerdo que todos los videos son extraídos de mis directos en Twitch, así que les dejo el link en la descripción por si quieren pasar por ahí, donde hago directos todos los días. No los entretengo más, amigos. The Council. Vámonos más con The Council. Uy.
Rational and open.
Sí.
I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
Bueno. Después si nosotros somos unos hijos de puta es otra cosa, pero no es malo.
No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess.
Eso es cierto.
Man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man.
Eso es
I need
cierto.
to find some answers.
Opa.
There's no way of being alone for a
¿No hay un
minute.
día que no te toquen la puerta en este juego? Ve a abrir la puerta. Pará, ¿hay algo para lootear? Antes de abrir la puerta.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely golden elixir.
Golden Elixir. Golden Elixir. Jalea real. Me sirve. It serves to me. A ver. Esto ya está todo chequeado, pero no perdemos nada. Vamos a fijarnos afuera por las dudas. A ver si nos quedó algo sin lootear en algún momento. Tal vez algo que en su momento ya teníamos y ahora nos falta. Algún elixir, alguna jaleita. No hay una goma. Bueno. Vamos a abrir la Tupperware. A ver qué quiere el que me está tocando la puerta. Hola. Uy. ¿Qué
I
tal?
think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I
Bárbaro.
understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing,
Epa.
but you must be a bit shaken up.
No.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you
Bárbaro.
welcome among us, Louis. Knowing
Okay.
William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions,
Okay.
don't hesitate to ask.
¿Desde cuándo? ¿Por qué se revela? Hay un cabeza de firma. ¿Cuántos somos? Me parece una buena. A ver, para. ¿Por qué se revela Mortimer? Hay un cabeza de familia, no tengo pregunta. ¿Desde cuándo existimos? Capaz que le podemos preguntar todo. Pero esto es persuasión. Vamos a fijarnos si este no es inmune a la persuasión. Sí. Inmunidad a la persuasión. O sea, ¡hola, Ramo! O sea, hermanito. ¿Todo bien, amigo? Es inmune a la persuasión este hijo de Piti, así que eso no se lo podemos preguntar. ¿Todo en orden, Ramu querido? Entonces vamos con ¿cuántos somos? Me parece una buena
How many of us
pregunta.
are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
Me encanta porque le pregunta hermanos y hermanas. ¿Alguna otra familia? O sea, ¿por qué? O sea, ¿seremos hermanos y hermanas literal? ¿O les dice tipo hermano? ¿Se entiende? Como... Somos 8 hermanas y hermanas. ¿Todo bien, matutino? Me parece una buena pregunta. O sea, si somos literalmente hermanos y hermanas, o es una cuestión de tipo de hermano.
What do you mean by brothers
Claro.
and sisters if we can change bodies.
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance.
Claro.
They're just bodies.
Y sí. Ah, le puedo preguntar lo de la familia, ok. Me sirve.
Well, tell me then. Are there any
Cansado
other
pero bien.
families
¿De
like
qué,
ours?
amigo?
There
¿Cansado
are
de qué?
officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
O sea, hay 7 familias. Ok. O sea, hay 7 familias, además de la nuestra. ¿Por qué se revela Mortimer?
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling
Opa.
greatly accentuated his
O
discovery.
sea, hay alguien más. Está celoso. Buena pregunta igual. Pero... O sea, que hay alguien más. Dice, creo que el nacimiento de nuestro último hermano. O sea que entiendo que hace poco nació alguien más.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis.
Okay.
Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy.
Okay,
Finding
okay.
one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy. And we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Bueno, le podemos preguntar todo. Vamos con... Esta no se la podemos preguntar porque tiene inmunidad. Hay una cabeza
Is
de
there a
familia.
head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course. When you are ready, they created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
Ok, la otra pregunta no se la podemos hacer porque tiene inmunidad, así que...
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy.
Sí.
One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Ok.
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve
Tengo mis
humanity.
dudas.
Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
O sea... Estamos todos locos, o sea... William quiere democracia, lo lógico. Mirá, nos vamos a terminar poniendo al lado de Mortimer. Al final Mortimer es un pan de Dios, boludo, al lado de este hijo de puta. O sea, las monarquías son sencillas y prácticas, nos permiten inspirar la humanidad en forma eficaz. O sea... Aguante la democracia, rey.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you. Less from William.
Ok.
The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. On the other hand, we are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
No comparto para nada. O sea, me parece ridículo lo que me está planteando.
Yes, I understand, but
Y claro.
that's more like tyranny,
Sí.
isn't it?
No.
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if everything found out.
Y sí.
But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
No comparto en lo más mínimo. O sea,
What about man's freedom
vos
to
podés ser un
choose?
demonio
That
y
is
no ser un
man's
hijo de
worst
puta.
enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now
dice,
William is
amigo?
obsessed with disrupting everything.
Pero está
He's
loco.
Between demons? What do you mean?
¿Se
I'm
picó
not
entre los
talking about
demonios?
conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are
Okay.
trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground.
Ok.
You understand?
As best I can,
Sí,
yes.
creo.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Estoy yo en peligro, está en peligro. Esta es mi invitación para que lo siga usted. O sea, entiendo que es esto. O sea, que el padre está por su posición. El padre. O sea, que Mortimer por su posición, como que está en peligro.
Are you suggesting he might be in danger?
Well, Louis, our father's patience is not limitless. If William ever does go too far,
Claro.
then yes, he will be in danger.
Okay.
I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
Ok.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to
Le
help
dice
you
tío.
in any way, go now.
Ok. Reúnete con Mortimer en su estudio. Qué quilombo, hermano, esto. Las escaleras para ir al estudio de Mortimer eran estas, ¿no? No, estas. Entonces tengo que dar toda la vuelta. Para la izquierda. Vamos a dar toda la vuelta. Amigos, se está poniendo muy picado esto. ¿What? Se escuchaba algo. Alguien llorando, amigo, soy yo. Sí. Hay alguien llorando acá adentro, amigo. No. Pará que... Vamos en orden de... Opa. Vamos en orden de prioridades. What? Se escucha... Ah, escuchaba eso. Hola, maestro. Uy, ¿qué hace Washington acá? Vamos en orden de prioridades. Mirá. Allá está. Allá está, papucho. ¿Habrá aparecido loot? Creo que no, ¿no? Allá está, papá. Ay, sí, hay loot acá. Abrojo. ¿Cuál es el abrojo? Siempre me olvido el dibujito del abrojo, amigo. Otorga 3 puntos de esencia.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Ahora tiene más sentido porque había tanto abrojo, amigo. Ahora tiene un poco más sentido de por qué había tanto abrojo, boludo. Ahora tiene más sentido, amigo. Hola, papu.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You have made the right choice. It took great maturity to forgive your sister as you did.
She brought me up. I realized I owed her a lot.
We all make mistakes, as Sarah well knows.
Why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose
olvido
for
que puedo leer la
yourself.
mente, amigo.
How do you feel?
Hard to say.
¿Cómo me siento? Te diría que intrigado, no se lo diría. Abrumado voy a quedar mal, nervioso voy a quedar mal. Le vamos a decir aliviado como para decir, estoy de chill. Pero la realidad es que tengo más duda que el River de Gorosito.
At peace, really. Oddly enough, I understand things that have happened to me better now.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, But you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
No, pero es inmune. Cambiar de... Yo le cambiaría... Le cambiaría el subject. Sabemos que tiene inmunidad. Igual, algo que no estaría mal es porque acá yo la otra vez vi talentos, que es descubrir todas las inmunidades y habilidades de los personajes. Entonces, si no la tenemos, bueno, ya hasta 4. ¿Me explico? Y nos puede dar alguna cosa de estas que nos da más puntos de Mortimer, ¿ves? Y nos daría un punto en ocultismo. Estoy pensando si no es bueno capaz tirársela para que nos dé la inmunidad. Total podemos... tengo 2 elixir. Tengo solamente 2 elixir dorados. Se preocupa por usted. Vamos a jugárnosla.
Not much. He bid me welcome to the family, that's all.
¿Está bien?
Louis, Gregory is my brother. Always has been. And he never goes anywhere.
O sea que tiene más inmunidades o vulnerabilidades. Porque si no, nos tendría que haber dado esto. No sé si valió la pena lo que acabo de hacer, pero bueno. Ya está, amigo. ¿Qué vamos a hacer?
Not much. He must have told you that he's worried about me, that he wants to be there for you, and that you ought to be wary of me.
Yes, something like that.
Ah, encima me la... No, mirá vos, amigo, acabo de gastar punto al pedo.
I think he's worried about you.
Worried? Marvelous. That's just like him. You know, in a family,
Acabo de gastar punto al pedo.
we all have a role to play, and his is to worry about everyone else. Let me reassure you, there's no reason for him to worry about me.
De su papel y mi papel. Te aseguro que no hay razón para que se preocupe por mí. Pero por su padre, o sea, O sea, como decir, bueno, en realidad no es que lo hace por vos. De su papel, o sea, que entiendo que esto es como su rol en la situación, el mío.
Like the relationship with your father, for example.
It's sometimes complicated, I must
Bueno.
admit. I like to understand things, even if it means thinking outside the box. In fact, that's a character trait that you seem to have inherited.
Ok. No ha respondido a mi pregunta, no fijarse en nada. Se la podemos tirar, porque la verdad es que no nos dio bola.
You haven't answered about your
No me gasta
father.
puntos,
What
así
did
que...
I tell you? You are too curious, my son. Let time do its work. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
Where
Buena.
does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For
Okay.
centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods.
Ok. No sé si me está caminando o es real como lo piensa. ¿Entendés? No sé si me está endulzando el oído. O realmente piensa así.
Gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
Entiendo, pero no sé si me lo está diciendo para endulzarme el oído, ¿me explico? O sea, como para decir, ay, sí, somos demonios, pero no nos vamos a meter con la libertad de la gente. Y el otro es como, me lo está diciendo, pero capaz que este piensa lo mismo y en realidad me está endulzando el oído. Eso es lo que no tengo claro todavía, que es lo que me genera dudas.
So that's your project.
Of course not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who
¿Qué
are
piensan
oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want.
Sí, lo entiendo,
The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if
Sí,
they are
entiendo.
free.
Insisto con lo mismo.
What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible.
Claro.
Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Qué horrible, qué inmoral. Para mí está bien lo que propone el tipo, o sea, no lo veo mal. O sea, está usando como sus poderes para algo bueno. Insisto, no sé si es de verdad bueno o me está caminando.
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Slavery sería un gran ejemplo, por ejemplo. Bueno, emancipación de la mujer, cualquiera, religiones, la verdad que cualquiera, pero esclavitud me parece como el más alevoso. O sea, si somos tan buenos que qué sé yo.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then they will be integrated into the system.
Me parece
Once they are free,
una locura
they
lo
will
que
have
piensa el
to
chabón,
work
o
for
sea,
a roof,
está
pay
bien,
taxes,
cosas que se le
and
ocurren a
feed
Mortimer,
their
¿no?
families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and
Mano de obra.
benefit from
Sí,
the
está bien,
others
entiendo.
as workforce.
Cualquiera. O sea,
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
cualquiera de las
What
opciones es
else?
lo mismo. o sea.
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion.
Entiendo.
Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about.
Entiendo, o sea.
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote.
Está
Look at the
perfecto
men,
lo que
they
hace el chavo,
don't
por eso
work.
digo,
They
entiendo.
take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education.
O sea, me parece un chabón que
to
pensaría
the
como se
system.
puede pensar. O
We
sea,
could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today we are wasting too much time.
le voy a preguntar de todo, pero.
What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now,
Hola,
locked
Antibot.
up in
¿Qué haces,
beliefs that
amiguito?
should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives as they really are.
Es
without
una locura,
any
boludo,
moral
pero
judgment.
está bien, o
But the
sea.
most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone, freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop
Está bien,
a
sí,
one-track
única
approach.
mirada.
Otherwise,
O sea, está
man won't have
espectacular,
enough room
pero,
for expression
insisto,
to feel free.
no sé
If
si
man
creerle o no.
sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am
Claro.
convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then
Claro.
so do we.
No
Wouldn't
sé.
you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for
una
centuries
locura,
trying to find a
boludo.
way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are.
A ver, ¿sigue siendo manipulación? Sí. Pero si vos te pones a pensar, o sea, no está tan. O sea, el chabón quiere que mediante al avance de la humanidad entender su origen. En manipulación sí, siento que es mucho menos que lo que propone Holm, por ejemplo. Sigue siendo un poco de manipulación, hay un poco de hija de putés, pero si querés esa hija de putés o esa manipulación, es para un fin que la verdad que no le hace mal a nadie y encima progresaría el mundo, o sea... Le pondría esto, pero insisto, yo no sé si este chabón me lo está haciendo para endulzarme el oído, para que yo esté contento, no sé.
I see your point.
Pero...
Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill.
Otra
and
vez,
not the least
otra
way.
habilidad.
It's about taking control of a person.
¿What? ¿Qué? Me vuelvo loco, amigo. Podemos controlar... No, que pensé que era algo de mi headset. ¿Podemos controlar a la gente? Vamos con huevo, ¿no?
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close.
No, que no, vamos a ir.
Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaget to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
¿Qué? No, o sea... Nos haríamos pasar por Piaggi informando que se cambió de bando. O sea, sí, va a amañar la conferencia.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis.
No, amigo, es una
Up till
locura
now,
esto.
the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to
Se fue
join
toda la
His
mierda en este juego,
Eminence
amigo.
in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes.
¿Qué?
You're going to enter his
No,
mind
amigo.
and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche.
But how?
Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore.
¿Qué vamos a
You'll see.
controlar?
If you
No entiendo
fail,
nada, amigo.
you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now.
Ah.
The Cardinal is in his room.
Uy, uy,
You'll
uy.
have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself.
Nah,
In this
nah.
letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference,
No,
he
amigo,
must
es una
follow
locura
my
esto.
propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity.
Okay.
You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand.
No entiendo nada,
Once
amigo.
it's written up, just bring it back to me and I'll send it off immediately.
Amigo, o sea que
All
tenemos
right.
que...
I'll take care of it.
Ve a la habitación de Piaggi. Con huevo. Esta sería, ¿no? El cardenale Piaggi. Bueno, entonces lo que hay que hacer es como dijo, como entablar medio una conversación con el chabón. Y después, no sé, como dijo, focus, no sé. Por focus.
Well, Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate. I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Hablarle de los demonios, de política, de la lanza, de la conferencia. A ver. Primero, Piaggi. Vulnerabilidad, Inquisición. Esto es Inquisición, de la Santa Lanza. Listo, de la Holy
I
Land.
wanted to thank you for your help.
Cierto, que él no había
for your
ayudado.
time talking to me about the Holy
Vulnerabilidad
Lands.
aprovechada, perfecto.
And did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people, Louis. You are searching for another holy grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts. Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at?
Opa.
Why do you ask?
Lo
I don't
estamos...
follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence. I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence? Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambition.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
I've done it.
What the
Damn
fuck?
it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me.
Right. Well, it's time I got started.
¿Qué?
Let's see what I can find.
No, amigo, no lo puedo
about
creer.
That letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other.
Ok,
Here are 3 stamps. All are different.
ok. A ver. Leer las cartas, elegir un sello, escribir un código, elegir el contenido. Vamos a leer las cartas para ver tipo cuáles son como la... Leer la primera acá. Como la forma de escribirse y eso. Mi estimado Giuseppe, dado que mi salud no me permite aceptar la invitación del señor Homer a casa de Mortimer, le agradecería que asistiera a la conferencia en mi lugar. Naturalmente deberá darle las gracias a nuestros anfitriones en mi nombre. Afiance nuestros acuerdos con Sir Gregory y comuníquele que la operación relacionada con el cardenal obispo Giaramonti sigue su curso. Confío plenamente en usted, que Dios lo bendiga y lo proteja. Giovanni Angelo Braschi. No utilice su sello personal cuando me escriba, sino el que tiene mi lema. No utilice su sello personal cuando me escriba, sino el que tiene mi lema. Ok. Mi estimado Giuseppe, sé que se encuentra de camino a la residencia de Lord Mortimer. Espero que tenga un buen viaje, aunque se vea obligado a cruzar la campiña francesa en un momento tan convulso. Debe saber que esta misión resulta crucial, amigo mío. Que Dios lo bendiga y lo proteja. Si no, Giovanni, que te parió. ¿Ok? Ok. Vamos a empezar por el contenido de la carta. A ver qué me dice.
Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Como introducción, desacreditar a Holm, a Mortimer o a ambos. No, a ninguno de los dos. O sea, a ambos. Hay que desacreditarlo a los dos.
It even appears that Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory both have access to obscure...
Opa, no sé qué desbloqueé. Ha decidido posicionarte contra los demonios en tu carta al Papa. Está bien, porque para mí no conviene tomar partido acá. O sea, la escribe el Papa Piaggi. O sea, no me conviene tipo tomar partido. Creo, no sé.
superior forces to help them reach their ends. I think the Papal States, for the sake of their own preservation, ought to condemn this practice of conferences in the future.
Ok. Bien. La carta ya está escrita. Nos falta el código, un sello y leer esto es lo mismo. Escribir un código secreto.
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters
but they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's
¡Ostras!
got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Vamos a pensar en la lógica.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date.
O sea que
2
cada...
just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric
¡Ostras!
circle and the number shown in the middle.
Todo esto gratis, así que...
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to
Claro.
different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
¿What?
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Si no... ¡No puedo! No me jodas. No me jodas, amigo.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Ahí está. Menos mal que me tomé eso, amigo. Ya está. Olvídate. Nos sacamos un problema encima, amigo.
Could pretend that the code got erased during the voyage, as if the letter arrived in really bad condition. That would be perfectly understandable given that it's traveled across the seas, right?
Sí, se me ocurrió todo eso. Se me ocurrió todo eso, tranquilo. Bueno, sello ahora. La verdad que era para sacármelo de encima, pero... Vamos a hacerle creer que sí, fue por lo del mar y todo eso. A ver, pará. Sello de la derecha.
Justicia, misericordia e humildad. Boy, I gotta brush up my foreign languages. I think it's in Italian. Justice,
Okay.
mercy, and humility.
No. Ya he leído la carta de Piaggi. Sí, ahora la volvemos a revisar. Vamos a mirar izquierda.
A circle with a cross inside.
Ok.
On it is written, Flore in domo domini.
Toma.
Latin, it blooms in the house of God.
Para que quiero leer la carta de vuelta. Igual. A ver.
In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to
Claro.
change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it.
Ah. Bueno, esto me da lo mismo. Pero creo que es el segundo que escuchamos. Sería el sello del medio. El Florum Domini ese. Qué buen latín que tengo. Creo que es ese.
Must be in Latin.
Sí. Es
Now
eso digo.
that. Flore in
Florum
domo
Domino.
domini.
¿Vieron? Entonces es el sello del medio, ¿no? Mirá el sello del medio. Floro. Para que vamos a
On it
chequearlo.
is written, Flore
Ok.
in domo domini.
¿Listo? Entonces el sello del medio, mi rey. Ay, qué pelotudo. Sello del medio. Floro Indomini Indomini. Creo que la clavamos niquelado, ¿eh? Leer ya está, no, terminar. Inchequeable, pero creo que está bien.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What is he
No,
doing
amigo.
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
here? What do you
No,
mean he
no,
can't
no.
hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Ay, 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 ay. A ver. Todas las habilidades me cuestan un punto más. ¿Qué está ocurriendo? A ver. Vamos a empezar por donde hay que empezar. Bombón, vulnerabilidad, distracción. Nada. Esto me causa me gasta un punto más. Decir que Luis se ha desmayado, decirle que Luis está cansado, decirle que has exorcizado a Luis. Decirle que le has dado un calmante. Exorcizado, ¿no? Aunque este con el ocultismo... Ah, capaz que tiene inmunidad al ocultismo este hijo de puta. Luis está cansado, no tiene sentido. O sea, no se va a dormir. Esta la descarto y es estas dos, boludo. Ah.
Calm down now. Monsieur de Richet came to see me because he was having anxiety attacks and wanted something to help him relax. I'm afraid I've been a little heavy-handed.
Oh.
You can say that
Pensé que la había cagado.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is, and there he stays. The perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him.
What?
No, listen, my son. This is all getting out of hand.
Hogwash! I don't trust him in the
Pero amigo, ¿qué
slightest.
quiere hacer el Volmorner este?
Can you keep a secret?
Sí, ¿qué le voy a decir? Of course.
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ah, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son.
Lo sabe.
Believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about?
Bueno.
Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
Por supuesto que no. Me ha hecho cambiar de bando. Holmes se opondría. Va usted demasiado lejos. Entiendo que acá la gente no tiene un plurito. A la gente no le calienta nada acá. Esta no es mala. Tipo decir, no, no me lo va a dejar acá, me van a echar la culpa a mí. ¿De verdad me ha hecho cambiar de bando? No. ¿Qué era? Inmunidad, vulnerabilidad, distracción. Encima este hijo de piti, ¿no? ¡Ah! Tengo un miedo. Esta me parece como decir, no, boludo, lo va a matar o le va a hacer algo en mi cuarto, me van a echar la culpa a mí. Bueno, igual tenemos dos traspiés, creo. Esta la podríamos cagar. Nos quedaría el último.
Committing a crime in my room is out of the question. Think, it will all be on our heads. No doubt about it. I refuse to run the risk.
Right.
Bien.
Monsieur Von Von, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
You must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it.
Informaré de ello al rey. Se lo contaré todo a Holmes, se lo contaré a Mortimer. Se arriesga y se cancele la conferencia. Esta está clarísima. Esta está clarísima.
You can't attack him without running the risk of jeopardizing the conference.
Sí.
Even though
Esta la
Sir
clavamos.
Gregory has the edge.
No, Gregory will never forgive you.
Very well,
Está bien,
Piaggi,
está
you
bien.
will.
Esta era
I
fácil.
refuse to
Bien.
let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of
Bien,
you
bien,
are,
bien.
but I'll find out sooner or later.
Y este ahora se va a poner el lado de Piaggi. O sea, se va a poner en contra de Piaggi también. Von Borner está en una. ¿Y ahora cómo volvemos? Ah. Ahí.
Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Por los pelos. Por los pelos. Ha conseguido demostrar que Von Bollner te envenenara. ¿What? Reúnete con el coso en el comedor. Teníamos que ir al comedor. O sea que tengo que bajar. ¡Ah! ¡Pará! Amigo, casi me olvido. ¿No estaba llorando la mina? Yo dije que iba a ir antes y me copé con el joystick. Amigo, la mía está llorando. Me hice boludo. Yo me hice boludo antes.
Emily, can I come in?
No, it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong.
No,
let me in.
Está llorando
We
nomás.
have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
Bueno. Hola, Vasquito. ¿Qué haces, hermano? ¿Entramos o nos hacemos lo boludo? Vamos de Tefren, ¿no? Por Emily damos la vida. ¿Qué se hacía en Latin Lover? ¿Qué hace? Está tirado en el piso, amigo. No, está como teta, mirá cómo
You know
está.
full well that getting yourself worked up like this is not going to help.
Está
It won't
copete.
make
Pensé
any
que había
difference.
pasado algo,
It
amigo.
won't bring Emma back.
Forget. I couldn't give a damn if it makes any difference. I only want to not think of anything. And then get
Está
out
como
of
yo
here.
ayer.
I told you not to come in.
Bueno.
Emily, I only want
¿Cómo
to
son las
talk.
mujeres? ¿Cómo se
I
ponen?
understand that you're upset after everything.
You understand. You understand nothing.
Listen, we're going through a difficult time. Even I'm dumbfounded
No.
tonight.
Dumbfounded. Dumbfounded.
Sí,
Do
me
you
acabo de enterar
want
que soy
to
un...
know how I feel?
¿Quieres saber cómo me siento? Hacerla hablar. Está sobrepasada por la culpa, está borracha. Sí, está claro que está en pedo. Acompañarla para... Vamos a revisar una vez más lo de siempre. Emily, vulnerabilidad, psicología. Listo. Acompañarla.
Yes, I would like to.
My whole life has just gone up in smoke. Everything I believed in gone.
Al
blown
garete.
apart. I have
Se ha ido al
killed
garete.
a part of myself.
Yes, I know how you feel.
No, I don't think so.
I found out that my mother
Sí,
has
que
been
no es mi
lying to
mamá,
me
que
all my
resulta que
life.
soy un
But
demonio.
she's not my real mother. I told her to go far, far away.
Why, Louis? What have we done to deserve this?
I don't think that's the question. We haven't done anything. Only made choices for which we
Bueno.
must accept
Un libro de
responsibility.
autoayuda,
And what
escribiste,
if
Luis.
I no longer have the strength to do so?
But you do. It's just too early for you to feel it.
¡Vamos!
But believe me,
Discurso
we've all
motivacional.
lost something here.
Caruso
All
Lombardi.
this, everything that's happened, it's a nightmare. I want to wake up.
Emily, calm down and put down that
Dejale
glass.
caer.
I know
rey.
you're telling the truth about Mortimer and home. I know they are demons.
Bueno, ahora
not all.
resulta que lo saben
Go
todo.
I'm one of them, Emily. I'm a demon too.
I know.
What?
But how?
Sir Gregory stopped by to tell me. He wanted to bid me a welcome.
I don't understand.
Welcome to the family.
You're his daughter?
Mortimer's daughter, Louis.
That
No,
makes you
no.
my sister?
Yes.
What the
It's
fuck?
the thought of the night when I suggested that we... I feel so ashamed, Louis. And that means Emma is your sister too.
Shit. I spit
No,
the knife on my
amigo.
Sister?
I was attracted to you from the moment we first spoke on the boat. And now I understand why. Do you realize what that means? I'm a monster.
No, amigo. ¿Qué? O sea, nos encamamos. Me encamé a mi hermana. Resulta que esta que le queríamos entrar también es nuestra hermana. Ahora somos todos familiares. ¡Que viva el incesto! Hay que mudarse a Santiago del Estero, hijo de puta. Amigo, ¿qué carajo? Y sí, hemos cometido un error. ¿Qué querés que te diga? ¿Qué querés que te
I
diga?
couldn't have known. We made a mistake, damn it.
Oh, that feeling. It hurts all of a sudden.
¡Epa! ¡Epa! ¿Y eso?
She's there.
Ah, no, me está tratando de controlar esta hija de
Trying to
puta.
read my thoughts. Emily, don't do that. Get out of my mind, please. Let me remind you that it's forbidden between demons.
Sorry, Louis. I didn't want to.
I have a sister.
It's very strange for me too.
Amigo, qué
A sister
carajo.
for a brother.
Yes.
Yes. I must get some rest. I must ask you to leave me now.
All right, but don't finish.
Uy,
it
mirá
off.
cómo está,
Don't
amigo.
start now.
Mirá
I
cómo
would
está esta,
like
mirá
to
cómo
get
está esta
some
mujer.
sleep.
I'll be leaving you then. Thank you, Emily.
Amigo, no lo puedo creer. Y bien, amigos, hasta acá llegamos con este episodio de The Council. Pudimos aprovechar esta nueva habilidad, este nuevo poder como demonio y tomar control de Piaggi y de esta manera escribir esta carta como nos había pedido Mortimer, y además nos enteramos que Von Bollner iba a matar a Louis de Richet, pero por suerte pudimos evitarlo. Les recuerdo que si les gustó el video, les agradecería muchísimo su like. Cualquier cosa que tengan para decir, pueden dejarlo en los comentarios, que por supuesto lo voy a estar leyendo. Y no olviden suscribirse y activar la campanita para que llegue la notificación cuando suba un próximo video. Espero que lo hayan disfrutado, amigos. Sin más me despido. Cariños, Carlos.